Here is a bulletin from CBS News. From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago.
Ever wonder how the news went from this to this?
This recreation identifies how witnesses say the bear escaped into the woods.
So come along as we take a look back into the history of broadcast news.
So it's farewell to the 60s.
Ouch, that hurt.
I have no words.
Yeah.
Except that we're going to be on YouTube in a few minutes.
And analyze the formats which make up the news, as well as how the news has evolved with the internet to create some of the weirdest, wacky, and wild viral internet hits which have influenced the next generation to distrust and question the results and facts of broadcast news.
I've never been on live television before.
To understand this, we first need to look at the formats. Broadcast news is delivered in three main formats. First is the reader. This involves the anchor simply reading the news story and showing a graphic.
Pigs are reportedly running rampant in a Venice community.
The second is the VSOT. This involves voiceover, B-roll, and an interview of some kind to close out the story.
Didn't make anybody stay here until 7 a.m. or 11 or whenever it is everybody finally left. I didn't make this kid pass out on my floor.
Lastly is the news package, which is usually multiple VSOTs stitched together and ends with a stand-up, where the reporter is on camera at the location of the story.
As you can see here, the dead cat mauled by the ferocious dog. And just behind me, the child who sits crying, broken-hearted, over the loss of his best friend.
These basic formats are what film newscasts since the beginning of broadcast news. Go home tonight and watch the local, regional, national, or international news station, and you will find these three formats used to fill the broadcast airtime. These formats take time to produce, and are set to specific time lengths. Inherently, this means oftentimes aspects of the story are left out to make time. In the past, this worked well. Mistakes were made, as they always are, but as information was limited to the linear communication format, it was hard for people to notice the mistakes. Until...
It spans the globe like a superhighway. It is called Internet.
The Internet threw a wrench into this established system. People could now find information, entertainment, and interaction via personal computers and access to the web, leaving broadcast news at a disadvantage.
Phillips wants to know what's going on in her community. She takes a walk to the computer in her family room.
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Bryant Gumbel. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan. You're looking at the World Trade Center. We understand that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that.
One of the first major events which made this evident were the 9/11 terrorist attacks. As news reports were just starting to cover the event, online, people who had witnessed the attack were sharing their experience with other people far before the news was able to. Due to all the internet offers, the speed information can be found, and the entertainment it provides, the news has had to change in order to stay competitive. Stories need to be produced faster, hit harder, and fun fluffy stories need to be added. But most importantly, headlines need to grab attention. This increased pressure creates the likelihood of errors to increase. Except now, if a failure happens on the news, it lives on forever on the internet.
Is another soaker around Western Washington, and we're going to get a look at how that will affect your morning.
I'd be happy, man. Rangers to me are a sinking ship.
And we'll check back in with Tom in just a little bit.
Now, this just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description. Okay.
Something you've ever seen before like this?
You know, we had a pressure break around sunset, and the cherry bomb must have popped through the top of the pipe and just blew the bottom right out of it. It was either a cherry bomb or someone took a really large dump, you know.
Are you 100% sure about that? That's
a fake call.
Oh, we lost him. I'm sorry about that. We hope to get him back.
Such is the case with this news team, who began to report on a plane crash, only to later find out the footage they were reacting to was the set of a TV show.
We got a plane crash, 29th and King Drive.
Let's go to Skycam. Skycam is cutting in and out, but it's supposedly in the middle of the road on the south side there at 29th and King. Bear with us. Look at this.
Let's see if we can take a...
We're
having signal trouble, so bear with us as we try to get this.
We don't know. Obviously, it's looked like a small single-engine aircraft there, but you could see one wing was knocked off. I don't know if this just happened, but Skycam is just getting to the scene. Hopefully, we'll get another picture there. But King Drive, a big thoroughfare there.
Yeah, and it looks like a giant hole in the middle of the street. We are just getting word that this is being shot as part of a TV show. So
are you kidding? They might want to tell the news folks.
Or this team, who did not screen a caller who was reporting on the Asiana airline pilots' names before reporting the names on live TV.
Information now also on the plane crash. KTVU has just learned the names of the 4 pilots who were on board the flight. They are Captain Sum Ting Wong, Wee Tu Lo, Ho Lee Fook, and Bang Ding Ao.
Incidents like this only increase the overall distrust of news media in the public. The more the news tries to stay competitive with internet reporting, the more mistakes are made, and more importantly, more mistakes are caught and placed online.
Oh, this is so bad. Help. I got out of the car to get the ice off the windshield wipers. The keys are sitting in the ignition right there. And somehow the door locked. I'm in Laurel by the Target store off 202. Boss, send help.
So, what is the solution for this problem? Well, there really is none. However, what can be done is news broadcasters could slow down. Longer story times, longer air times could give reporters more time to produce stories. This would lead to content which is more believable, newsworthy, and, most importantly, trustworthy. If broadcast news would like to stay competitive and be taken seriously in the age of the internet, they must take a note from the past and simply slow down and fact-check stories in order to both stay relevant and be seen as trustworthy.
That's the way it is, December 31st, 1969. Good night, Walter. Good night, Chet. Good night, David. And Happy New Year, everybody.